being among those children, giving them the knowledge, giving them this foundation in maths is very important. Giving them those the skill sets for the children, giving them an holistic environment to learn, so that whatever they are learning now in the classroom, they are able to apply outside. There should be some practical knowledge for children, even in math.
Hello, my dear viewers. I'm your host, Seema Chhoriya, and I welcome you all to another insightful session on great principles. Educators can positively influence a child's way of thinking or doing, which can essentially be a positive influence in their lives or help students build self esteem and believe in themselves and their ability to learn, no matter of their background or abilities. Today, we have an educator, founder of the Learning Spot, Ms. Sudha Kumar, with us. She is going to share with us her journey as an educator and talk about her vision for her students. She's also going to tell us the different type of courses which are there at Learning Spot and how it can benefit students. So please welcome Ms. Sudha Kumar. Welcome to Great Principles, ma'am. We are very honored to have you with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for such a lovely introduction. And I'm really honored to be here on this platform of great principles. And now, when you're talking about my journey as an educator and an edupreneur, yes, I would like to share some the part of it. See, right from the beginning, even in my childhood, also, my favorite play was taking a blackboard and a chalk and making my friends and those other children in the compound sit and then teach them whatever I learned in school. So from there, I'd say that there was a teacher in me right from the beginning. Always had this passion for teaching. Somewhere during my graduation and post graduation, though I felt I should go for industry or the corporate, because all my friends were thinking about that. But I think there in my destiny that I should go for teaching, that all the opportunities which I got after my completion of post graduation were all related to teaching only. So I jumped at the offers, and then I took it up as a challenge. And that career in teaching as an educator started over there. Now, coming to the journey of the Learning Spot, which is my baby now from the past 10 years, is started because of my fear for maths when I was a child. During my childhood, my favorite subject was always pure sciences, physics, chemistry, and especially biology. Biology was always my favorite. I always used to run away from maths. Somehow that fear was there always in mind, because I couldn't relate to all those formulas and numbers and which were taught in the school. Whereas when it comes to science and other subjects, you can relate the textbook, whatever is there in the textbook, to the real life. Through the experiments, or if it is history, you can read about those stories, all those. But somehow maths was always a dry subject, and I just couldn't relate to it. So that fear had always set up, and I had always this scare of maths. And during before the exams, it was always a stress. So that I wouldn't say that I didn't though I didn't like I did fairly well in maths, but somehow that there was always a block about maths as a subject. So I took up, as I said, my favorite was biology. So I took up microbiology as a subject in my graduation and post graduation, and I worked as an educator, as a teacher in the colleges, teaching microbiology. So then came a period when my children were small, and I had to give them. I felt I should give more time to them. That's the time when I can give them all the values and the good habits and everything during their childhood. Giving them their base. So I took a break from that my teaching career, and though I gave up the proper 9 to 5 job of teaching, I was still into it. I used to take up classes from home only, and that thing was going on because the teacher and me didn't take a pause. So then came 2014, 13, 14, when I came across a program called iMaths. They said it's giving rock solid foundation in mathematics, through young children creative mathematics. So that caught up. Like I felt very interested. What is this creativity in mathematics, right? So I attended their orientations. I took up the trainings, and I just fell in love with that subject because I was also looking for something. Because when I was doing these classes from home, also tuitions from home, I saw that children are just by hearting the formulas, and then they are just practicing the exercises which are taught without understanding properly. That what happens is the moment you twist a question, the whole thing falls down. They're not able to answer unless you ask them some straightforward question in maths. So that's how my interest in that iMaths program started. And I became a franchisee of iMaths, and then I became a master franchisee of iMaths over here in Mumbai. So then the journey started from 2014, when the entrepreneur in me started with the start of Learning Sport Academy in Mumbai, Andheri West. So I started giving these classes to children, and these are specially for children of age group 3.5 year onwards. So all those young children who are just starting their education journey. I'm very happy now that I've started this. So being among those children, giving them the knowledge, giving them this foundation in maths is very important, right? So taking away the fear of maths from them, so that throughout the life their foundation is there. They are able to, even when they go to the higher grades, they don't find the math as a difficult subject. So that's how the journey of an entrepreneur started, and the learning spot started in 2014. So as I said, the I was dealing mainly with the younger kids, right, from 3.5 years to 7 to 8 years or something. But then, with the support of my parents and my teachers, the staff, I started off beyond that age, even extended that math tutoring from 8 years to 14 years also. So right now we have children who are joining me at 3.5 years and going up to 14 years. So these are all, whatever we are doing are the math, I would call them as a math enrichment courses, not directly related to the math tuition classes. Okay, so giving them those skill sets in maths which will help them in the long run, right? So because I was dealing more with the younger kids, I thought I should equip myself with some knowledge related to the early child education. So that's how I went for these ECCET courses, then the phonics and grammar courses as well. And later, when all this talk about Vedic maths was going on for a long time, so I thought, why not see what it is? So, when I started doing the Vedic maths course, I found that it is not just simple calculations. There's a lot of logic which is involved in that one. So I went for the Vedic maths courses. I got trained myself in Vedic maths. I'm now a certified trainer of Vedic maths as well. So that's how all these the journey of become the of an educator. I equip myself with more and more of those courses, so that I can implement those things in my classes and give them the children a strong foundation. So now the Learning Spot offers courses in iMaths, which is for the younger kids. We have Math Plus, which is for the older kids, Vedic Maths, then mental maths classes, phonics, grammar, creative writing, all put together. So
Wow.
I would say in one word, in one sentence, that what we are aiming at is not just giving children the bookish knowledge, right? So that happens. Even you can read a book at home and then do whatever is given in the book. But what we are aiming at is giving them those the skill sets for the children, giving them an holistic environment to learn, so that whatever they are learning now in the classroom, they are able to apply outside. So what we say as a motto of our academy is making children not just school ready but life ready.
Absolutely. It's so joyful to hear that the person who feared mathematics is today educating so many minds and ensuring that they build a strong foundation, and they never say that I fear mathematics, because Math is all in every day. Every day you need math. Everywhere you need math. You play with numbers, or whether you're cooking or doing anything. Math is such an essential skill which we all need to have. But surprisingly, the most dreaded subject is mathematics. You rightly said, because it is. In fact, you were telling me that science and all can be related to real life. Rather, I think, ma'am, even I'm sure now you would also agree that even math can be related to real life examples, and we can derive the formulas by understanding the concept. So that is where I think we at school level fail. We just come, this is the formula, solve it like this, but we don't let the child understand the concept behind it. So do you
Right.
think that we need to train our school teachers also somewhere to understand that how they should teach math? What is like formula of teaching math, if I ask?
So definitely, I would definitely agree to this one because, as I said, see what we had learned as children was just through chalk and board method. Now, what is required is more of a practical knowledge and making the children understand that math is everywhere. Like you rightly said, see, you cannot escape maths; it is there everywhere. Wherever you go, you are facing the math, but we are not understanding. We have to make children understand that the moment children get to know that there is math everywhere all around them in whatever they are doing, okay, so then it becomes more joyful for them, more experiential for them. And this is what even the teachers of specially see when you're talking about teachers of early learners, we do a lot of visualization techniques, we do a lot of practical teaching with them. But the moment children cross a certain age group and they go to the higher grades, all that stops. So whatever we are doing is only related to the book. So somewhere I feel there should be some practical knowledge for children, even in math. Whatever formulas you are deriving, whatever concepts you are doing, all those should be shown practically to children so that they understand that, okay, this is what it is. The formula is not just given in the book. We don't have to just by heart the formula and just apply it in the questions. The moment they understand, they won't have any fear, or there is no blockage of this math in anyone's mind.
Absolutely. Just few days back, I was teaching my daughter fractions, and she was stuck that how should I arrange the fractions in ascending and descending order given the scenario where we have same numerators. So with denominator same, it's fine, but what about the same numerators? So I tried explaining her multiple times, but I don't know. She was not understanding only. Then I realized, no, I need to relate it to a real life example and show her, derive it, solve it, and show her that why this the smallest number is biggest. Why is it so? So once I taught her that concept, then it was clear to her. But to realize that, I had to understand, no, that my child is not understanding it. I cannot just make her by heart that when
Yes.
numerator are same, then the denominator which is smallest, that fraction is greatest. There is no point in doing all that. We these days, when you tell the children with example, they remember it for life, and
Right.
then they try to apply it. So, ma'am, I completely agree with this. This is because this is what I experienced myself. So this is again something very wonderful that you shared with us, that in order to
Yeah.
make mathematics interesting, our teachers need to make the children understand the concept behind it. It's not just the formula, it is very logical application of the formula and why that formula is there, that all is needed. I think the joy of solving math and getting the right answer after going through long calculations, that is something different. It gives the feeling of achievement also. What do you say, ma'am? Do you think that when you get a right answer, you feel you achieved something?
Yes, yes. See, as a student, also, when we give a right answer and when the teacher appreciates and says, "Oh, very good," we always feel very happy. So, even as a teacher, also now, when the children are giving us the right answers, not only just the right answers, I would say that if a child is cross questioning us, why not this? Then it's then I feel very happy. See, like you took the example of fractions
Yeah.
about ascending and descending order. Even when you are adding or subtracting fractions, if you have the same numerator or denominator, children tend to add even the denominators, right? If it is 1 upon 2 plus 3 upon 2, children say it is 5 upon 4. Why is it so? Children do cross question me that because we in our classes, because we have the strength of only 10 children per batch, where we are giving individual attention to all the children, there is a liberty, there is a closeness with the teacher to ask the teacher whatever there is in the mind. So when children ask why not, it's 4, why is it only 2? that is when the child is learning, right? It is not only when they're just following whatever we are giving. Even when we explain the right answer with the visuals, with the practical knowledge, with the practical application also, when the child is telling us why not this thing, why can't we do this thing, that is when that probing nature of the child, when the something to learn about is the nature, that's what is coming. So we
Absolutely,
should
ma'am.
have, as teachers, we should give them so much of space, and the closures, that they are able to answer us, they're able to question us back, that why not.
That is when is learning actually happening, because then they are actually curious to understand from you and apply that learning. So this is very much essential. So wishing you luck, ma'am, and hoping that these kind of more centers are there which can help children to come out of their fear of mathematics, because the right foundation is what is going to give them a better understanding in future also as entrepreneur when they also start their journey. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your journey with us. I wish you luck and success, and your efforts shine through your journey as an educator. Wishing you all the luck and success. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Seema, for this wonderful opportunity, so that I can put across my thoughts as an educator and edupreneur, and let others know also what we are doing and how we are helping our children. And my aim is always to give the children the skill sets so that they're ready for their life. Okay. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.